Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bestari Kirana Putri, and today I would like to present my paper entitled Rhetorical Patterns and Linguistic Realization on Thesis and Dissertation Abstract Contrastive Move Analysis. So here is my presentation layout. The first is introduction, and then the aim of the study, and then methodology, and then we continue to findings and discussion, and then the last is conclusion and implication. Research article has been a topic of interest for a decade for analysts, as it is considered an important genre. So in research article, there are different body parts which forms them all together, but these different body parts can also be analyzed separately. Recent studies has increased on research article body part, as in the abstract. An abstract is the roadmap to a research article. It is functioning as a screening device which gives reader brief information on the research topic, methodology, findings, and conclusion. As for academic requirement, usually when we finished conducting our research for bachelor thesis, master thesis, or dissertation, abstract is usually the summary of our research. So that's why usually in thesis examination, the abstract will be the first thing that the examiner reads. Okay, so the abstract is considered a standalone genre, and due to that reason, analysts who studied a research article abstract use genre analysis to evaluate the said genre. Highland 5-move model analysis is usually used in analyzing research abstract. Although there are another frameworks which popular to analyzing research abstract, for example, XIII. This is more popular on research abstract, for research abstract analysis. So there are a myriad amount of studies has been analyzing research abstract, but mostly focused on research article. The study of thesis and dissertation abstract has been carried out, but not as widely as research article abstract. And due to that reason, this study aims to disclose whether there are differences in author thesis abstract and dissertation abstract based on their educational backgrounds in terms of the rhetorical organization and linguistic realizations. Okay, here is the methodology. First is the research design. This study use qualitative comparative study, since we're comparing thesis and dissertation abstract. And then the data source is 4 abstracts from 2 different disciplines, namely soft science and hard science, taken from one of the universities in Bandung. And then the data collection, we used a Google form. So the participant is asked to fill out a Google form first, whether they want to, or whether they agree or not to be a participant. And then after that, they required to submit their thesis and dissertation abstract. And then the submitted abstract were analyzed. And then the data analysis is using a Highland 5-move analysis model. Here is a Highland 5-move model analysis. First, we can see there are 5 moves. This is the framework. Okay, first M1 introduction, which function to present the research context and motifs, and then M2 or purpose, function to present the purpose of the research, and then M3 or method, function as to present the research methodology, namely on the research design, procedures, participants, and data collections. And then the product or M4 presents the findings and the discussion of the research, and then M5 or conclusion presents the interpreted result, implication, limitation, and suggestion for future research. And this is the detailed of the move. It is called steps. So each not every move has steps. So there are on move 1, move 3, and move 4 have several steps. First is on move 1. There are 4 steps. Step 1 is arguing for topic significance. Step 2 is making topic generalization. Step 3 is defining key terms. Step 4 is identifying gap. And then M3, move 3 or research methodology. It has 3 steps. First, step 1, describing participants or data sources, and then step 2, describing instrument, and then step 3, describing procedure and context. And then move 5 or conclusions. It has 4 steps. Step 1 is deducing conclusion. Step 2 is evaluating the significance of the research. Step 3, stating limitation, and step 4, presenting recommendation or implications. Okay, here is the finding and discussion. So here's the diagram, the result of research abstract or thesis and dissertation abstract analysis. So this is the move realization or the rhetorical pattern. From the soft science, as we can see from the diagram, T1 means thesis, while D1 means the dissertation abstract. So in the thesis abstract, there is no move 1. So the writer straightly put move 2 in the thesis. So the pattern of rhetorical pattern for this abstract is purpose, methodology, product, and conclusion. Product is the finding. And we can see from the thesis abstract that the methodology, the findings, or the product and the conclusion, they have the same amount of appearance, which means that the writer put emphasis in those 3 moves. While in the dissertation abstract, the pattern is purpose, introduction, methodology, product, and conclusion. So in the dissertation abstract, the writer put purpose first and then later put introduction after the purpose. While we can see here that the move 5 or the conclusion is the most dominant one in the abstract, means that the writer highlights the research conclusion and implications on the abstract. Okay, here is for the hard science. First is for the thesis. So T2 mean thesis, D2 mean the dissertation. For the thesis, we can see that move 1 have the highest occurrence, means that the writer put emphasis on the introduction of the topic, research topic, I mean. So the pattern of this of the thesis is of the thesis abstract, means introduction, purpose, product, and conclusion. There is no methodology or move 3 in the abstract. While for the dissertation, the pattern is introduction, purpose, methodology, and then the product is embedded into the methodology, and then conclusion. As we can see from the dissertation abstract, the writer put move 3 and move 4, which means the methodology and the findings in the same highlights. Okay, the next is step occurrence for soft science. So in the yellow means the dissertation, and the orange is for the thesis. We can see that there is no step 1 and step 2 in move 1 for both abstract and dissertation, and there is also no move 5, step 3 for the both dissertation and abstract also. While we can see that in the thesis, abstract, the writer put the emphasis on move 5 and step 2, which means the writer put the highlights on evaluating the significance of the research in the abstract, while in the dissertation, the writer put step 4 in the move 5, which means that the writer tend to presenting recommendation or implication more. And then this is the step occurrence in hard science. We can see there are several steps that did not appear at all, like step 1 in the move 1, and then step 3 in move 1, and then step 4 in move 1, and then step 3 in move 3, and then step 3 in move 5. Okay, so we can see from the thesis abstract, the step 2 on move 1 or step 2 on move 1, which making topic generalization, is the highest with the occurrence, means that the writer emphasize more on the introducing the research topic in the abstract. And then from the dissertation abstract, the writer put emphasis on step 1 in move 3, or the writer tried to highlight the data resource or the participants more. And here is the linguistic realization, which mean linguistic features from both abstract and soft science. As we can see, there are several similarities. For example, the use of active voice is both high on thesis and dissertation abstract, and then the active verb is also high occurrence, I mean, in this in both abstract. And then the use of past tense is also dominant in soft science abstract. Okay, while in hard science there are completely different differences, although there are also similarities. The differences, we can see that there is no past tense at all in the thesis abstract, but the use of present tense is high in both abstracts. The use of active voice is also high in the thesis and dissertation abstract, and there is a difference in the use of helping verb in dissertation abstract and thesis abstract. Okay, so here's the conclusion from the research analysis for the move or rhetorical pattern. In soft science abstract, the predominant moves are the method move and conclusion move. Both abstracts start with the purpose move, and the pattern are purpose, methodology, product, and conclusion, while in dissertation is purpose, introduction, methodology, product, and conclusion. While in hard science abstract, there are differences in the dominant move. In the thesis abstract, move 1 or introduction is dominant, while in the dissertation abstract, move 3 and move 4 or methodology and findings or product is dominant. The patterns are introduction, purpose, product, and conclusion. For the thesis and for the dissertation is introduction, purpose, methodology, product that is embedded into the method, and conclusion. As for the step in soft science, in thesis abstract, move 5 or evaluating significance of the research, or step 2 is the predominant step, while in the dissertation abstract, move 5 or presenting a recommendation or implication as step 4 is the dominant step. So in the thesis abstract, the writer highlights on the significance of the research, while in the dissertation, the writer highlights more on the recommendation or implication of the research. While in hard science, in the thesis abstract, move 2 or making move 1, I mean, making topic generalization in or step 2 is the dominant one, and In the dissertation abstract, move 3 or describing the data source is the dominant one. While for linguistic realization, there are similarities and differences for all 4 abstracts. For similarities, all abstract mainly use active voice. This implies that the writers wanted to make the abstract easier to comprehend by the reader. For the differences is that the thesis and dissertation abstract for soft science tend to use past tense as they are reporting their research result, while in hard science, they use present tense to contextualize recent research issues with the writer research. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.